technologies and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey. Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
It is time for another special presentation by WYO Today and 93.9 KTAK of Riverton High School basketball. It's Kevin Shields here with you, voice of the Riverton Wolverines basketball team, and I am joined by cameraman Connor. Connor, tell the people hi.
Hi.
Man of many words, that soliloquy brought to you by WYO Today. We have traveled down to Afton. We are the exclusive home today. For at least the Riverton perspective, exclusive home for the Riverton Wolverines, as the Lady Wolverines and Wolverines will face off against the Lady Braves and Braves down here in Star Valley. Your teams have traveled about 5 hours when you factor in Togany Pass being such a difficult issue in getting through there. About 5 hours to play some basketball. We're first going to take a look with about 14 and a half minutes left till tip at the Star Valley Lady Braves. came into the week at 2-8. They're averaging just over 34 points per game compared to Riverton's 32 per game, so pretty darn close. Riverton, of course, coming in at 3-9 to this game. The Star Valley Lady Braves are led by Emily Dana, number 21. She averages just under 11 points per game. She also leads the team in boards with just over 7. Leading assist and steal getter for the Lady Braves is Cambry Johnson. She also leads the team in turnovers. The Lady Braves turn the ball over just under 21 times per game. From the field, they shoot 28% from 2, 21% from 3. Free throw line there, 56% from the charity stripe. As we look at their season to date, they did defeat Evanston by 3. Central, which Central does. Central owned them. East defeated them easily. Laramie defeated them by 4. They did defeat Rollins by over 20. Lost to Pinedale by over 20. Lost to Mount Crest, Utah. Lost to Preston, Idaho. Lost in Natrona County. And defeated Kelly Walsh on the 18th last week. When we return, we'll take a look at your Riverton Lady Wolverines as we count down to tip-off here on the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show on 93.9 KTAK and Wild Today Media.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
And welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on 93.9 KTAK. We're now going to look at the Coach Mike Bosner-led Riverton Lady Wolverines. 32 points per game, led by Taylor Leesburg at 8.3 per game. Leading rebounder is, as you might expect, Lacey Taylor with about 4.5 per game. Leesburg also leads the team in assists and steals. The team is led by Timber. Riverton defeating Jackson for the second time this season the other evening. They also have a victory over South. And when you look at their losses, it's a who's who, a lot of from the East, being Cheyenne East, Sheridan, Thunder Basin, Laramie. If you're looking to catch up with some more basketball, looking to check in on Thermopolis score, reminder you can check that out on 101.7 KDNO, or you can peruse on over to one of our other live events here on Wire Today's YouTube page. This is an interesting little fact. It's January 25th, and our team, as well as the Lady Bobcats and Bobcats of Thermopolis, are playing their very first home game of the season this afternoon. So congratulations on them being at home. Last night they didn't have to go far. They just traveled down to Shoshone. So as we look at a little bit more from the Riverton Lady Wolverines, the best game they've had of the season was obviously the 58-39 game Thursday night at home against Jackson. Not so much because they won and won big. They'd beaten Jackson big before. But to have Taylon Leesburg, Lexi Taylor, and Rylan Brown all in double figures, as well as all setting career highs. Taylor finished with 19, Taylon with 18, and Rylan with 12. Timry Mathill also put in 6. Carson Vosika, coming off of her injury, put in 2. And Cairo Shelsta put in 1. A little bit of a programming update for you folks. We will be back live on Tuesday, of course, with the Evanston game. Evanston is going to be visiting Riverton. We feel for their broadcasters and their team and the parents who are coming. That's a long drive for a 4-hour drive or so for 3 hours of basketball, especially considering that, unlike the other night where we start at 5 and 6:30, it's I do believe 6 and 7:30. Might be moved, or I might be wrong on that. I do know at 6 and 7:30 on Thursday, you can join me and Cameron, Connor, and I as we will be in Rock Springs, a makeup for last Saturday's game that was postponed as Riverton was unable to get to, as most places in the state were unable to do, was unable to cross passes and whatnot and get safely to destinations for Saturday's game. That will be on Thursday of this week down at Rock Springs. Of course, for cameraman Connor and myself, what that means is Cafe Rio for an early dinner. Also, just a friendly reminder that next weekend, Friday and Saturday, Riverton will not be in action, as is the annual enormous wrestling tournament that Riverton High School puts on, as it will be Ronthon weekend. So we will be taking a break for that as well. But we do have 2 games this coming week. It was originally scheduled for 1, so just mark that down in your calendars that it will be Rock Springs on Thursday and the previous untouched game of Evanston. The West is wide open, both girls and boys, at least in my opinion. There's nobody who's overly strong. There's nobody who's overly weak. Evanston they probably have one of their best teams in years, according to their broadcast team, but their record really kind of doesn't reflect it. Of course, Evanston had struggled the past couple of years. Star Valley, especially on the boys' side, down a bit, as they graduated quite a few players off those great teams past couple years. So they are down a bit coming into this game, and we'll touch base with that. But wide open, and it will make for an interesting trip later in the season to Rock Springs for the Western Regional to see how that all pans out and who will get a berth down in Casper for a chance to compete for a state title. When we return, it will be time for the Ranger Keys to the Game here on WYO Today and 93.9 KTAK.
From Carpet One, because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home. Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show. We are live from Afton, Wyoming here at Star Valley High School. Good little facility, just a long way away. And it's time for the Ranger keys of the game. And we got a chance before the game and when we first all got down here, because we gave ourselves plenty of time and made good time overall, especially considering a stretch of about an hour's worth of road. Got a chance to talk with Coach, and he's like, if they can play like they did the other night, of course, that includes 3 career highs. And so 3 career highs. I'm thrown. Leanne just texted us that she's not going anywhere. So obviously now Leanne lives at the station. So, but anyhow, got a chance to talk to Coach and, you know, play aggressive like they did the other night. They played very controlled. They gave up a run. We've mentioned that before. A lot of times they, remembering years past, giving up runs, getting a little panicky, turning those 8 to 10 point runs against them into 20-point runs against them. They stayed very composed, and Coach said really the biggest key, and you've heard me preach it for all 3 years that I've been doing this, now I guess 4 actually, in year 4, ball control. Don't turn the ball over. The other night, that kind of showed itself through as Jackson had 19 turnovers, Riverton You'd like to see that come down a bit. A lot of those very early on, even getting a lead and whatnot, early on in the first half and then very much so early on in the third quarter, which is the only quarter where they did not significantly outscore Jackson. So ball control going to be key. It's going to be key for all these teams. As I said, the Western Conference not overly differentiating itself either at the girls or the boys level. So thank you, the Ranger keys the game. And now I'm going to give a little special shout out here. I don't think you'll hear it, but somebody might. My wife might hear it if she's paying attention to the game. Special shout out to my father-in-law and Connor's pops, his grandfather. He is also he works in collegiate play-by-play for Mercer University Bears in Macon, Georgia. And today is his 1,000th broadcast as a Mercer Bear. As I posted on Facebook on my personal account earlier, apple doesn't fall far from the tree, as at the same time he's being honored. Cameraman Connor, his grandson, is getting ready to film what I think is about his 50th game. At Mercer, Pops only did basketball for several years, and then they brought football back. Of course, cameraman Connor's been with us through football, basketball, Legion baseball, soccer. So congratulations again to my father-in-law on 1,000 games at Mercer University down in Macon, Georgia. When we return, it will be time for the Sutherland's starting lineups here on KTAK and WYO Today.
Of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Welcome back to the Hampton Suites pregame show. It is time for the Sutherland starting lineups. First for the home team, Star Valley Lady Braves. It'll be number 4, Cameron Mackey. Number 5, Ambry Nelson. Number 15, Cambry Johnson. Number 21, Emily Dana. And number 24, Ruby Hill. For your Riverton Lady Wolverines, it will be number 2, Carson Vosica. Number 4, Rylan Brown. Number 11, Talon Leesburg. Number 22, Lexi Taylor. And number 23, Timbry Mathill. The Riverton Lady Wolverines are led by Coach Mike Bozer, and the Star Valley Lady Braves are led by Coach Cade Erickson. When we return, it will be time for tip-off here on WYO Today and KTAK.
Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
And welcome to Star Valley, the home of the Lady Braves, for your Riverton Lady Wolverines in black and white with red piping. Vosica and Hill are going to tip it off with the hometown Star Valley Lady Braves winning it. Riverton will be going right to left on your radio dials. Lady Braves swinging around the horn. Looks like they're going to probe inside, and it's stolen away on one of those passes by Rylan Brown. Gets it to Mathill on the break. She tries to get Vosica, and it is tipped out of bounds as Mathill was looking for the extra pass. Inbounding will be Taylor to her right of her own basket. Looking inside, nobody there, but gets deflected to Mathill. Mathill drives in the lower block, picks it up, and is going to have it stolen away. And it's going to be fought for on the ground, but it is going to go over for the first turnover of the day against Riverton. Quickly up court are the Lady Braves. 15-footer by Hill is up and good. Nice little 15-foot mid-range jump shot. gives Star Valley the 2-0 lead here with 7:12 left in the first quarter. Brown over the timeline, going to Taylor on the right. Taylor looks inside, nothing there. Dribbles towards Leesburg and passes it to her. Partially deflected, but Leesburg able to control the ball. She'll back out towards half court, reset the play, then go to Brown. Has almost tipped out of her hand. Now Rylan Brown going to drive down baseline, gets cut off. Inside to Vosika. Vosika turns, fires, good. Both teams 1 for 1 now, 2-2. Good to see Carson get off to a good start. Trap defense now in. They're going to find an open look at 3. Miss by Dana. Rebound, though, is by the Lady Braves, who will reset. They get it back to Dana. Now back up top to Nelson. Cross court to Mackey. Mackey over to Dana in the corner. Dana up top to Nelson. Finds a wide open look from 15 by 15. That's Johnson. She misses. Rebound is by Mackey, who hits the 2 from 17 feet. 4-2 Star Valley Lady Braves on top here with 6:05 left in the first quarter. Brown picks up a dribble. Right, she goes past half court, getting close to a 5-second call, and panic sets in. She throws it away. Intended recipient of that pass was Taylon Leesburg. There was really no reason for Brown to pick up her dribble there. She dribbled, and nobody came to help either, so not fully on her. Star Valley over the timeline to Dana. Now up top to Nelson. Going to swing it over to Johnson. Back up to Nelson. Looking at the low block for Dana. Now kicking it back outside. They're going to look to find an open Johnson. She pump fakes, drives the line, puts it up, and no good by Johnson. Rebound is by Hill, no good. Rebound is fought for. Now it goes to the ground, and it's going to get kicked out and saved by the Lady Braves. Offensive rebounds starting to already be a concern as Riverton's giving up a whole lot of them. And I think we're going to get the first foul of the day as they tried to feed Hill in the post. Foul is against Lexi Taylor. That's her first, team first. Comes with 5:16 left in the first quarter. Inbound is going to go to Johnson, who's going to have it stolen out of the trap by Riverton. Riverton looking to break. Vosika puts it up, and good. She now has 4, and we are all tied up again here in the first quarter. Quickly into the paint. They find Hill. She turns, fires, good. Just can't let it be that easy. They caught the defense napping, getting back there, and allowed the easy bucket for Hill, and Star Valley reclaims lead 6-4. Into the front court, Brown with it. She picks up her dribble again. Vosika this time comes to get her. Vosika looking to drive, gets cut off and has to dish it out to Taylor, about 23 feet away from the basket, over to Brown on the right wing. Brown goes the opposite way of the screen, now back out to Taylor. Taylor looks to drive in, spins, puts it up, and good by Taylor. Riverton off to a 3-for-3 start, and we now have our 5th lead changer tie of the game. Coming in the front court, Leesburg able to deflect a pass for Dana on the wing. It'll go out of bounds and will remain with Star Valley. They will substitute for the first time today as England will come in for Nelson. And then all of a sudden after that, we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 4:10 left in the first quarter. We're all knotted up at 6 here on KTAK.
Complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
And welcome back. 30-second timeout there. And we are back live, tied up at 6. Star Valley getting more opportunities offensively on shots, primarily due to offensive rebounding. Riverton Lady Wolverines haven't needed offensive rebounding because they are 3 for 3 so far. Vosika with 4 points, Lexi Taylor with 2. And with 4:10 to go out of the timeout, it'll be inbounded to Nelson of Star Valley. She'll go down to the left side to Dana, back up to Nelson, and they get it to England, who had just checked in right prior to the timeout. Back to Nelson, or Mackey, excuse me. Mackey to Hill up top. Nothing going towards the basket here for the Lady Braves. And it's going to wind up back with England on the right. England up top to Mackey. Now over to the left to Dana. Dana's going to drive in. She puts it up and one. That was just a bad move there for the foul. Foul is against Rylan Brown. She just reached out and smacked her in the face, to be quite frank. Checking in now will be second substitution for them. It'll be Hatterley for Star Valley. Going to the line will be Dana. Dana on the season 50% from the free throw line, but she hits this one. And we have yet another lead change as it's 9-6 in favor of Star Valley. 3:33 to play. Leesburg bringing it over, going to her left. She looks inside for Vosica, gets it to Vosica. Vosica out to Taylor for three in the tie. No good. Rebound by Riverton. They kick it out to Brown for three. Good! Rylan Brown hits from three, and we are all knotted up yet again. Mackey brings it over center court. They look to get in the post. Good move by Hill. And she misses. Taylor fighting for it, and we're going to get a jump ball. That indeed is what we will get. Hill missing an easy opportunity there. She made some good move with her footwork. Goes out of bounds, or goes into the tie-up situation. It'll go over to Riverton. Star Valley looking to press. Star Valley just substituted some people in. I think it may have been. It's White coming in. I thought they got one more in. I can't really see the number. I think Nelson may have came back in. Brown over the timeline goes to the right wing on the dribble. Looking inside, gets it into Taylor. Taylor turns, fires. Good, Lexi Taylor. And Riverton now has the lead, 11-9. High pace by Star Valley, getting into the front court. They're going to swing it around the horn. This is kind of where they've kind of settled in at times. Nelson looking to drive, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Riverton's Brown. Brown gets it to Taylor, who then gets it to Leesburg, and she will bring it over midcourt with 2:18 left in the first quarter. Leesburg going to her right, looking to drive in, drives baseline, puts it up, no good, just took it a little too far in. Probably should have shot a little bit early. Looking to break is Star Valley, and they'll get it inside, put it up, and no good, but England will go to the line to shoot two. England on the season is 0 for 2 from the free throw line, at least coming into the week. She will have an opportunity to tie it here. First one on its way, good. 11-10 now, and we see our first substitution by the Lady Wolverines as Aspen Gordon will check in for Carson Vosica at the 2:02 mark in the first quarter. Second one by England on its way, no good. And rebound is by Gordon, who just checked in. She hands it to Taylor. Taylor breaks the press, gets it to Mathill. Mathill looks to spin once, now gets stuck in a trap, and she's going to get hacked trying to come through the trap. Foul is going to go against White. It is Star Valley's first and her first. Inbound will be by Leesburg on the baseline to her right of her own basket. Leesburg looking inbounds, getting close to 5 seconds. Goes a little deeper for Brown. Brown to the free throw line to Taylor for three. No good by Taylor. Rebound by the Lady Braves. Minute 40 left in the first. Looking to get the lead back are the Lady Braves. They'll swing it around the horn. Looking inside, just can't find an opening to get it to White right now. Nelson kicks it out, 15-footer on its way, air ball by Hatterley. Rebound by Riverton, and Leesburg will take her time coming up and over the center stripe. Minute 15 left in the first, gets it to Taylor to the left of top of the key. Taylor now backs off, gets it to Brown, top of the key plus 10 feet. Brown shakes one loose, gets it open to Gordon. Gordon inside to Taylor. Taylor turns, fires, no good. Rebound by Star Valley, and we're under 55 seconds in the first quarter. Quickly into the front court to Hatterley, and they're going to swing it all the way around to Nelson. Nelson on the left side, back up top to Hatterley. Now over on the right side to Johnson, back up top. Now back to the left. They're looking for this one cut. It's just more often than not there, and they get it to White, who will take a three. Good. She just got tired of passing it, I guess, and we have another lead change. 25 seconds left in the first quarter, 13-11, and bad move by Riverton. Taylor looking for Rylan Brown and misses her on the pass, and it goes sailing out of bounds. So it will be Star Valley Lady Braves ball, and they will have a chance here with 20.1 left in the quarter to increase the lead to more than 2. We have had 9 ties or lead changes thus far in one quarter of basketball. Inbound is into the paint. Good job by Brown there. Got her hand into it and deflected out of bounds, so negated a possible easy opportunity for a bucket. Only took 0.7 of a second there. So this time they'll inbound around the 3-point line and now swing it around. It winds up with England. England to Mackey. Mackey looking to drive baseline, gets cut off by Brown, has to dish it back out with 8 seconds left. Back to Mackey, 5 seconds left. They're looking to get it in the paint. They're going to throw it away. Timbery Mathil's going to get a hold of it. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Very competitive game, highly entertaining. A lot of lead changes and ties. When we come back, it'll be time for the second quarter here on 93.9 and KTAK. Star Valley leads by 2.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
And welcome back to a special presentation of Riverton basketball. Clear, sunny, cold day here in the Valley in Afton. And it will start the second quarter with Star Valley Lady Braves with the ball and the 2-point lead. They get it out to Nelson. Nelson to Mackey. Mackey swings it over to Johnson. Back to Nelson and over into the corner for Dana. Dana gets into Hill. She misses, but right there for the rebound is Mackey. She now has 4 points on the day, extends the lead out to 4. For your Lady Wolverines, it will be Vosika, Mathil, Leesburg, Rylan Brown, and Lexi Taylor. The same people who started, as you kind of expect. Leesburg with it on the right wing. Now he's going to dribble up top of the key with 7:15 left in the half. Goes back to the right wing on a pass for Carson Vosika. Now back out to Brown. Brown to Leesburg. Over to Taylor. Has a look at 3. Decides not to take it. She has missed 2 of those today. Out to Leesburg. Nice ball fake. She puts the 3 up. No good. Rebound by Mackey of Star Valley. Mackey will bring it over center court, going slightly to her right. Now gets the pass off to Nelson over in the corner for Johnson. Johnson drives in out to Mackey. Mackey's open for 3. No good. Rebound is put up and no good by Hill. The offensive rebounds being a problem, and we have a foul actually against number 21 on the rebound attempt. That is Dana. That is her first, team first of the quarter. Only 3 fouls, and it's stolen right away on the inbound pass. And they'll look to get inside to Dana. Dana pump fakes, drives, puts it up, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it up, no good. And rebound is off of Taylor and out of bounds. Might be a foul, actually. Let's see here, because he did throw up his hand. It is a foul. It is against Dana, her second. So their leading scorer now with 2 quickly in the second quarter. Doesn't look like Coach Erickson's going to the bench, and Brown will bring it over the center stripe. Brown to Leesburg. Leesburg into the paint for Taylor. They're going to swing it back out and back into Taylor. She puts up no good, but she is fouled. See who the foul is going to go against. It's against 24. That is Hill. That will be her first, team third. So with 6:04, getting kind of close to that magic number of 5. Taylor to the line. Taylor on the season is 53% from the charity stripe, and the first one is up and good. 15-12, chance to get it down to a 2-possession game. We do have somebody checking in. That is, I'm looking, I can't see a number. It's double digits. Looks to be 30. That is McGee, her first time in. She'll come and get Dana. Second one on its way, no good. Rebound by Tembry Mathill. And Mathill is going to get hacked, looking to pass the ball out of a trap. That'll be the fourth one. That's against McGee, who just checked in. So the next foul by anybody from Star Valley, the Lady Wolverines will be shooting free throws. Or are they saying that's the 5th already? They're saying the 5th already. I somehow am off by 1. So we'll try and catch up. So Mathill is going to the line here, shoot 2. So they'll be shooting the rest of the way. Missed a free throw there from the Crows, or missed a foul from the Crows' Nest. The first one is up and good, and Mathill has her first point of the game at the 6:01 mark. So this could get really bad for Star Valley if Riverton can hit their free throws, because they're going the rest of the quarter, and there's a ton of it left. Second one on the way, good by Tembry Mathill. We have ourselves a 1-point game. Into the front court is the Lady Braves. They get to Nelson. Nelson to Mackey. Mackey guarded by Leesburg going cross court, and she didn't see McGee cutting in and just way overthrew her. It'll go out of bounds for the 4th turnover of the day against Star Valley, each team with 4. Taylor will look to inbound. Gets into Brown. Mackey with a great move to deflect it. Tried to save it from going out of bounds. Was unsuccessful. It'll remain with Riverton. With that bit of a break, we're going to see Aspen Gordon come in. Off the bench, she will come in for Brown. Inbound is going to be a long pass to Leesburg. 3-on-3, no numbers there, so Leesburg will slow it up and look to set up the half-court offense. Leesburg going to her left, gets open, and then is going to throw it away. Trying to go inside for, I'm assuming, someone she thought was there, but they were not. And now a long pass to McGee, and she puts up, and they're going to call Vosika for a foul. I thought Vosika actually decided not to commit it. She threw a hand up, but did not really get within a foot. I rarely call a really bad call. That was a miss. He anticipated the foul because Vosika looked like she might come for the block. She did not, and she will get called for the foul. It will be her first, team first of the second, and McGee is going to make the free throw after hitting the bucket. So it turned into an and one situation, and the lead is back out to 4. Bring it over the timeline, deflected away, and Leesburg is going to pick it up. I think Talon thought that was going to be over and back. They're arguing about that back and forth, but even if it wasn't, she assumed it was and took 2 steps. So what we've got here now is they're giving it to Riverton. One official called it over and back. It was deflected, so it kind of wipes out the walk there as Brown will bring over the timeline. Down by 4 to Gordon. Gordon cross court to Mathill. Mathill picks up her dribble, hands it to Taylor in the corner, up top to Brown. Brown for 3, no good. Rebound is by the Lady Braves. 4-point lead, 4:45 to go in the half, and the Braves will look to extend this out to a full 2 possessions. Already 2 possessions. Look to extend it out to closer to full 2 possessions, or maybe even 3 with a 3. Trying to get to McGee, Tembry Mathill. I know, shocking that she would have active hands. Deflects it out of bounds, and with that dead ball, Hatterley will come back in for the Star Valley Lady Braves. Inbound is to Nelson. Nelson gets it to Hatterley. Hatterley looking inside from McGee, thought otherwise, and now they'll swing it around the horn to Nelson. Nelson up top to Hill, now over to Mackey on the right side. Mackey takes a dribble and goes to McGee, now over to Hill on the left. Hill trying to drive in, cut off, and now they'll swing it around the horn yet again. Riverton in a zone. You got to shoot out of those. Gets inside the paint. They kick it out for a three. No good by Hatterley. Rebound by Mackey. No good, but Hill's right there to clean it up. And Riverton has got to figure out something with this offensive rebounding situation. 20-14, they get it to Mathill, and she's going to get tied up, jump ball. It will stay with Riverton, and we will see White come in for the Lady Braves. Rebound something a little bit hard to call and run everything and do all this while cameraman Connor takes care of the camera work. But it's like 5 or 6 offensive rebounds at least, minimum. Inbound is Rylan Brown. She puts it up, no good, but she is fouled. So kind of a wild shot. Foul did bail her out or caused the wild shot, one of the two. Foul is against Nelson. That is her first. Team, as we said, over the limit. Brown will go to the line to shoot 2. On the season, Brown is 44% from the charity stripe. First one on its way, looks well short, and she airballed it. Just really didn't get any knees into it. Taylor and Gordon both go over to her, give her a little good game tap, and tell her, hey, come on now, just focus. It's routine. She didn't bend her knees at all on that one free throw. This one, there's the knee bend. It's on its way, and it's left well short. So she misses both of them. Rebound by the Lady Braves. They have a 6-point lead. And, number 5, Nelson didn't know what she wanted to do. Looked like she dragged her pivot foot. They didn't call it, and they'll swing it around to the left wing. Looking inside, they get the high block in Hatterley. She has to dish it out. Nelson now will look to drive. She tries to go baseline, cut off by Taylor, and dribbles back in the corner, and she's going to throw it away. Just did not look very comfortable once she got denied going into the paint on a drive. Brown over the timeline, screened by Mathill, and Brown picks up her dribble, and she's stuck going into the paint for Taylor, and Taylor unable to maintain possession. Be turnover number 6 against Riverton. Braves push it into the front court, and there they'll slow down to Hill at the free throw line. Hill out to the wing to Nelson. Now back to Nelson, and cross court to McGee. McGee will eye up a 3. Too hard, no good. Rebound is by Riverton. No second chance there for the Lady Braves. Riverton looking to get it to 4. Can't get it to 1 possession with a 3. Leesburg brought it over the timeline. Will go all the way towards the baseline. Goes to Taylor on the low block. She dishes out to Leesburg, who has a good look from 3. No good. Rebound is by Star Valley. Leesburg 0 for 3, not the start you'd want from her. Leading scorer, and intercepted by Brown as they were trying to do a long outlet pass. Good anticipation. Dion Primetime Sanders-like on the anticipation there as she stepped just right in front of it, saw it the whole way, and came from about 12 feet away to just pick it out off in stride. Taylor going to stop. They left her alone. She'll shoot a 3 way too hard off the backboard high and no good. Rebound by the Lady Braves. Minute 50 left in the half. They go to McGee now to the corner. 3 on the way from White, and it's good. Riverton been quiet from the field completely in the second quarter. They have been outscored 12-1. These are the runs we were talking about during the Ranger keys to the game. Haven't seen the panic, but have not seen a field goal go in. Excuse me, I got that wrong. They've been outscored 10-3. They've scored 3 from the free throw line, 0 from the field, though. So not a good run to start the second quarter here and basically finish it, but a chance here to kind of end that run. Leesburg with it, drives into the free throw line, finds Brown. Beautiful pass between the guards there, both on the receiving end and the passing end. Brown now with 5, and they have Riverton has their first field goal of the second quarter. 23-16, looking to the high block, and we're going to get a foul. Hatterley took a dribble. Timbry Mathill with the foul. That will be Timbree's first, I do believe, or at least that's what I have, looking up at the board to see if that is indeed the case. It's only the second team, though. So some mass substitution, starters coming back in for the Lady Braves. They will look to inbound it with 44.5 and a 7-point lead. Inbound goes deep for White. She's the one who stayed in. Looking into the paint, they get it into Hatterley, and she is going to lose control of it, but darn it, Riverton unable to keep control of it, dribbles it out of bounds, and it will stay with the Lady Braves with 35.1. Inbound to Mackey. They're going to dish it all the way over to Dana. Dana looks to drive. Now back up top. They swing it all the way around to the other side. And now here they come right back to Dana on the other side. Up top to Johnson. And going inside, Johnson shoots, no good. Rebound by Riverton. With 6 seconds left, they get to Brown. 4 seconds left to Mathill. Into Taylor with 2 seconds. Fade away, no good by Taylor. But a good design play there. And that will do it for the half. When we return, we will join the United States Marine Corps halftime show as is 23-16, Star Valley on top, here on 93.9 KTAK.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at Marines.com.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey. Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
And welcome back to 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today. It's time for the United States Marine Corps halftime show. The Star Valley Braves are honoring the 2024 3A state champion Star Valley Braves football team that defeated Cody in an absolute huge upset. Of course, they trailed early, but were able to take it back and win. They're showing the Cody game now. I think that was a semifinal because it was at Star Valley. And, of course, then they were able to win. The team watching their highlights from this year. Star Valley, of course, a football powerhouse. Basketball at times, too, but they've won back-to-back several times. Of course, Riverton came down here, chance to play them last year. Star Valley defeated the Riverton Wolverines as well. As we look at the halftime score, 23-16. Riverton trailed by 2 at the end of the first quarter, 13-11. Was outscored 10-5. Did not have their first field goal until Ryland Brown scored with right at a minute left in the second quarter. That was their first field goal of that quarter, outscored 10-5, and there you go, your 7-point deficit. As we look at the Ranger Printer scorebook, we see that it has been White and Mackey leading the way for Star Valley. They each have 6. Hill with 4. Dana and McGee with 3. And 1 by England. For Riverton, it's Brown and Taylor each with 5. Vosica with 4. And Timbry Mathil with 2. We have had 9 ties or lead changes. All of those came in the first quarter, as second quarter was Star Valley's lead the entire way. 6 turnovers by each team. Turnovers are not horrible, but it has been more so the inability to hit from the field. Again, one shot, and sometimes finding a shot from the field. What Riverton's going to really need to have happen is Taylor and Brown, that's good if they can get 10, but you've got to have that third. This team has shown they've got to have a third. And you have options. Vosica with 4. If she can get 8-10, there you go. They might have a good shot at it. Mathil is also an option there. And Leesburg, who's 0 for 3 from the field and has not scored. But the real big thing that they have got to eliminate, have to eliminate, is the second chance opportunities. Star Valley Lady Braves have had multiple possessions where they had more than two. They had three or more opportunities off offensive rebounds. That can't happen. That has to get eliminated, or it's going to be a very hard afternoon for the Lady Wolverines. So we want to thank the few, the proud, the many, the United States Marine Corps for sponsoring our halftime show. And when we return, it will be time for the third quarter. Again, Riverton trails 23-16 to Star Valley here on 93.9 KTAK.
You don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont.
On our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
time for the third quarter. Riverton will start with the ball as they will now be going, Star Valley will start with the ball. Riverton will be going left to right on your radio dial. Riverton trailing by 3. It'll be the starters, it looks like, for both teams, and they're going to find Dana for an open 3, no good. And the rebound by Star Valley. They feed Dana on a cut. She puts it up and in, and the lead extends out to 9. Nine-point lead, not what Riverton needed at the time. And we are in the midst of an internet issue, it seems, so we'll stay with it until Leanne tells us otherwise. Riverton trapped in the half court, trying to get it up and into the paint, and it's going to get stolen away. Looking for a long outlet pass to Dana, and Riverton's going to be able to steal it after she looked to pass it into the paint. So we were also going to get a foul as we were trying to take the ball over. It looks like it might have been a push. Just away from the ball. It's against Taylor Leesburg. It's her team first of the third quarter. Inbound is to Nelson. Nelson's going to give it up to Johnson. Johnson looking inbound into the paint, gets it in, and a foul is going to get called as Dana put it up, and not the start that Riverton needs. Dana, of course, leading scorer. They've kept her in contained through a good chunk of this, but they will send her to the line. She's not an exceptionally great free throw shooter, but you don't want to give her any. 50% on the year. First one up and good. And more importantly, extends the Star Valley lead out to 10. Each point from here on out, from 7 was going to be a day high as far as the lead goes. Second one on its way, no good. Rebound by Lexi Taylor. Riverton has got to find offense here. Pressure defense by Star Valley. She hands it to Leesburg. Leesburg will look to bring it up. Pass center court goes to Brown to her left. Brown to Taylor. Taylor on the right wing. Brown stumbles and comes up really hopping on her ankle, and it's going to get stolen as they try and hand it off to Leesburg. So 2 turnovers, no shots, and not a good start here. 6:05 in the third quarter. Riverton down by 10. They get to Hill. Hill makes one move, pump fakes, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Riverton. For Riverton, it's Leesburg, Brown, Mathill, Aspen Gordon started us off, and Lexi Taylor. Taylor with it now. Looking inside, now goes to Leesburg. Leesburg tries to drive baseline, gets it tapped away. Coach not happy with the officials, thought she was hit. Now cross court to Brown. Brown drives in and gets stripped. They'll call it a jump ball. It will stay with Riverton. Riverton desperately looking for some points here. Down by 10, but it's the drought. They have not even attempted a shot in the third quarter, and only one in the second quarter. Inbound winds up with Leesburg. She has an open look at 3, and she just can't buy a bucket today. No good. Rebound is by Riverton. Put up, no good. For Kimber Mathill, who I do believe had just checked it. No, not Kimber, for Timbry Mathill. Kimber has checked in, by the way. Foul is against number 4. That is Mackey. That's her first, team first. It'll send Timbry to the line to shoot 2. First one on its way is good. Timbry now 3 for 3, and I probably just jinxed her from the line. But Kimber Mathill seeing her first action of the day as well. So it's Gordon, Mathill, Leesburg, Taylor. Shot is on the way. Good. Mathill now 4 for 4 from the line. She has 4 points. 8-point game. Take it one at a time, ladies. Get a stop here. Johnson with it. into Mackey at the high plane. And, Kimber Mathill with block, but also got a large amount of body there. Foul is against her. It will be her first. Team second. It'll send Mackey to the line to shoot 2. First one up and good. Mackey on the season, best free throw shooter on the team, tied with Hatterley or behind White. She is 67%. Second one is off target, so it'll remain a 9-point lead, 27-18 with 5 minutes to go in the third. Rebounds by Taylor, gets it to Leesburg. She picked up her dribble and got trapped, and it's stolen away, and they have numbers. And good job by Leesburg stopping the ball, and then Mathill jumping in the passing lane, deflecting it out of bounds. It will stay with Star Valley. Lady Braves looking to inbound. Riverton at first into man-to-man. Looks like they may sink into a zone. They do. Nope, now back into a man-to-man. Over to Mackey. Mackey cross-court to Dana, who's open for 3. Good. Don't tempt the leading scorer. And it is a game high, largest lead of the night, 30-18, 12-point deficit. Get over to Mathill. Kimber, that is, for 3, no good. And rebound by Star Valley. And the offensive boards has still been a problem. Riverton's not getting any to compensate for it. They get it to Hill on the baseline, put up, no good. Rebound by Mathill, Timbry, that is. Hill had an open look from 6 feet, couldn't finish it, left it short. Timbry Mathill with the rebound, brings it over the timeline, does Taylor Mathill, and will go to Leesburg. Leesburg to Taylor, and Taylor's going to get fouled as she was looking to dribble. It will go against Hill. That'll be her second. Team second of the quarter. And all sort of 11, 12, and 22. So Hatterley, White, and England coming in for Star Valley. For Riverton, we're going to see Cairo Shelsta for the first time tonight. Inbound is to Taylor. She dribbles it and gets stripped, but goes out of bounds. Do have a couple of final scores for you from Ethity. The Lady Chiefs defeat Kimmerer 36-30. The Chiefs defeat Kimmerer 70-22. Of course, if you listen on KWYW, you were listening to Cody Beers and Gordon with the call. Inbound by Riverton. They'll swing it over to Taylor. Taylor to Shelsta. Shelsta thought about driving in, got cut off, gets Taylor, who will go baseline. She goes up and under and just, I don't know if she got hit or whatnot, but it didn't curl back. And I'm guessing it just didn't curl back and went way outside, because then we get a frustration foul by Taylor. It'll be her second, team third, as we will see Vosika check in for Taylor. So it'll be Shelsta, Vosika, Gordon, Leesburg, and Timbry Mathill now in for the Lady Wolverines. They trail by 12 with 3:11 left in the third. Cairo Shelsta getting in there. Good job of trying to force a turnover. Gets a tied up ball, and we'll go to the possession arrow. Worst thing since peanut butter and jelly in the same jar, the possession arrow, but it will stay with Star Valley. They'll inbound it, looking to drive, puts it up, does England no good. Offensive rebound, though. Gets it into Dana. She puts it up, and they're going to say she was blocked. She did not get it up, and it will be a tied up possession error situation again on the same possession. This time it'll go over to the Lady Wolverines. And with that, Dana will actually have a seat here. Brown getting off the bench for the next dead ball. Inbound to Leesburg. Gets it to Shelsta. Shelsta drives to the corner, gets trapped, needs help. And they're going to get a foul, I think, against number 11, Hatterley. Let's see here. That is against her. That is her first, team third. Brown will check in for Aspen Gordon with 2:49. Still only 12 points. Need to convert here, get a stop. Still within striking distance. They haven't given up that big a lead. Inbound is to Brown. Brown to Leesburg on the left wing. Leesburg takes a couple dribbles and now dribble towards half court. Gets it to Brown. Over to Vosica. Vosica looking inside. Vosica now looking to drive. Goes to the high block. Gets it out to Shelsta. Now to Mathil. Mathil inside to Vosica. Back outside to Shelsta. To Brown. Now cross court to Mathil. Inside of Vosica. I don't know why Vosica jumped there. Mathil bails her out by getting the possession. Puts it up. No good. And Star Valley comes away with it. Riverton has had one field goal in the past 14 minutes of gameplay. Nice break there as Mackey was looking to go cross court for White. She's going to throw it over her head and out of bounds. So Riverton's offense since the first quarter has just clammed up. In 14 minutes of play, they have 7. In the first 8 minutes of play, they had 11. So inbounds to Leesburg. Leesburg driving in, puts up her shot. Misses. She was looking for her first points of the game. Gets it to, I think, Mathil, who turns. I was looking down to put it down. It is Mathil. No good, but she is fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is against White. That is her second. That's the foul I was missing earlier. Team 4th. Mathil, free throw on the way. Just didn't have the rotation. Went off the rim and no good. She is now 4 for 5 on the night, as we'll see Taylor come in for Carson Vosica. At this point, the drought on field goals has been substantial enough, one in the past 14 minutes, that you can kind of sense the frustration out there. Second one on the way by Mathil is up and good. And it's an 11-point lead for Star Valley, 30-19. Bringing it over the timeline will be England. England up top to Nelson, who will set the play. Nelson drove left, now to the right instead. Looking in the paint, they're going to swing it around the horn and winds up back with Nelson on the left. She looks to drive in the paint, kicks it out to White. To Nelson now on the low block. Nothing there for her. She goes outside, and they'll pass it right back around the horn. And it wind up with Nelson now back up top. 1:10 left in the third. They're just swinging around and looking for, they're not really getting any looks. Nelson dribbles in the paint and throws up a shot, no good, and it'll go out of bounds as it was airballed and go over to Riverton. Just did not look overly comfortable there, did the Star Valley Lady Braves. Long inbound to Shelsta, and she's going to get stripped. Was not even cognizant of the person behind her as she was dribbling, and they just ran and took it, did England. As she'll now drive in, she does the exact same thing, not cognizant of the people around her, gets it stripped away, and eventually Leesburg comes up with it with 40 seconds left in the third. To Taylor from Brown. Brown's holding up around her eye. She might have gotten an inadvertent poke in there. She comes back around, gets it. Now she'll look to drive. Puts it up, no good. Rebound by Mathil, up and good. Timbry gets the first field goal of the third quarter for Riverton. Cuts the lead to 9. That comes with 17 seconds left. Bringing up is Nelson. She'll look to drive, and they all leave her alone and blocked out of bounds by Lexi Taylor as they'd all left her, and it looked like, oh, no, they're going to give up an easy one. And Brown coming out, still holding her left eye. I'm not sure if she wears contacts or not, if something's kind of gotten funky, but Vosica will come back in for her. Looking to inbound and going deep to past three-point line to England. England hands off to Hatterley. Looking to drive in with 3 seconds left, and that was just too easy and good. Nelson drove in, and the same thing that happened the previous play, but she converted where they just forgot about her on the switch. And it is a 11-point lead at the end of 3, 32-21. Riverton has got to figure out this offense, and they've ran out of time. They have to do it now. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter here on Wild Today at 93.9 KTAK.
Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
And welcome back to 93.9 KTAK. Riverton has got to figure out the offense here. In both the past 2 quarters, they've gone almost 7 of the 8 minutes without a field goal, both happening right around a minute or under. Starting the quarter with the ball will be Star Valley, and they're going to turn it over, try to get in the paint, and then Riverton on long outlet turns it over. 11 turnovers to 10. Riverton on the bad side of that one. And Star Valley looked to set up their half-court offense. For Riverton, it'll be Timbry, Mathill, Leesburg, Gordon, Vosica, and Taylor. We don't know the extent of the eye poke. They find Nelson open. She loses control of it. Then it's going to go out of bounds off of Riverton. So, and we're assuming eye poke. We don't know the extent of the eye injury, I should say, or if there is an eye injury, or if it was just a poke or just a contact or something like that, and it's not too bad. We hope the best for Ryland. Inbound by Star Valley. They're going to swing it around the horn, and they're going to be in no hurry. 7-11 left. They lead 32-21. They find an open look at 3, and it's good. That is absolutely devastating as White hits her 3rd 3 of the day. She now has 9. And the lead has ballooned out to 14 points, 34-21. Riverton scored more in the first quarter than they have in the second, third, just not able to find their shot at all. Inbound, they get it inside to Vosica. She puts up, she rushed it. She didn't really have to. I don't think she realized how open she actually was. And again, the one thing you can credit Star Valley completely with is no second chance opportunities. They get it into the paint very quickly. Hill misses, gets her own rebound, kicks out to Dana. She misses from 3. And guess who got the rebound again? Star Valley with the offensive rebound, this one by White. She will go to the line to shoot 2 as she was in the process of shooting. Foul is against Leesburg. That's her second, team first of the quarter. Free throw is high arcing and just a little bit too long off the back iron. And good sight to see there. Leesburg will come out and Ryland Brown will come back in. Second free throw is on its way up and no good. Rebound is tied up, and we're going to get a possession arrow. It will favor Riverton. And like I said, Riverton's got to figure something out now. 6:22 left. And shots, give credit to Star Valley, offensive rebounds, and they have one shot and done for Riverton. And a long pass is going to be intercepted there by Star Valley. Mackey will get up to White. White puts it up, no good. Rebound is blocked. Dana unable to get it. Couldn't see who blocked it, actually, but it was a block nonetheless. And it will go out of bounds off of... Looks like it's off of Star Valley. We do have somebody checking in here. Taylor Leesburg coming back in. She'll come in for Carson Vosica. In that weird corner. And good job by Lexi Taylor there. Knew the 5-second call was getting close and just threw it off the knees of White for Star Valley. Reset the time clock. Gets it to Ryland Brown. Reset the 5 seconds count. Brown brings it over on the far side. as she dribbles into a trap. Now, got to go help her, girls. You've got to help her. And Leesburg kind of does, and so does Aspen Gordon. It looks like they're going to get a foul on it. It took them a good 3.5, 4 seconds to go help her out. Fouls against Nelson. Her first, team first. No, excuse me, her second, team first. Leesburg will look to inbounds into the backcourt to Taylor, who will then dribble it over the front into the front court with 5:47 left. Hands it to Leesburg. Leesburg to Taylor. Taylor turns, drives into the paint, puts up a wild hook shot. No good. Rebound is fought for, and it's going to be tied up, and the possession arrow will favor Star Valley. Timbri Mathil fighting for that rebound, and she just turned into somebody who was able to grab a hold. And I mean grab a hold because Timbri will whip you around there. We've seen it before. Zone press in effect now for Riverton. Star Valley able to break it enough to get into the front court, and they get it over to Dana. Dana looking in the paint for Hill. Hill turns, fires, no good. Rebound by Brown of Riverton. Brown over the timeline, 5 minutes to go. Deficit is 14 to Leesburg. Leesburg looking to drive in, does the paint, tries to pass it inside for Aspen Gordon, and they're going to get a foul. Someone hacked Leesburg in the process. That would be Mackey, her second, team second, and we're getting all sorts of people coming in for them. McGee, Hatterley, White, and can't really tell who the other one was, if she was already in or not. Inbounds to Gordon. Gordon puts it up. No good. Just couldn't get it over the front iron. Her first shot of the day. 4:45 left. They get McGee with it. Goes into the paint. Nice long pass to Dana. Dana puts it up and good. Dana now with 11. And the lead has gotten up to 16, 37-21. Riverton has gone now almost half the fourth quarter, no field. They just can't find a bucket from the field. Brown looking to inbound, does so to Leesburg as the ball had gone off of Star Valley player. Leesburg drives in, puts up, and she has it. She gets it. She has her first 2 points of the night. Let's see if that can wait or shake some cobwebs off for the entire Riverton team. 14-point lead, 37-23, 4:15 to go. Quickly into the paint, Dana puts up, no good. Rebound by Leesburg. Leesburg looking for Timbri Mathil on a long outlet pass. Takes her a little bit too far, but not out of bounds, but it is slapped out of her hands, out of bounds by the Lady Braves. Taylor will inbound. Gets it into Gordon. Gordon to Leesburg on the left. Leesburg looking inside for Taylor. Gets inside to her. Taylor, fadeaway spin shot, no good. Rebound is going to go out of bounds off of Star Valley. Taylor looking to inbound. Gets it in Brown, and she loses control of it for turnover number 13 of the day against Riverton. Star Valley will bring it up. McGee with it. They look inside for Dana. Dana kicks out. Open look at three is no good by Johnson. Rebound by Riverton. Almost threw it away. Good job by Leesburg to track it down, though. With 3.5 minutes left, cross court to Taylor. Taylor to Gordon on the low block. Back out to Taylor. Taylor takes one dribble, puts it up from the elbow. No good. Rebound by Star Valley. 3:15 to play in the ball game. Reminder to stay tuned for the Click It or Ticket postgame show after this. Wide open three, shot up, no good by Dana. I think they might want to use more clock than that. They get the offensive rebound, though. McKee with a long two-pointer, and rebound is by Star Valley. And the coach has seen enough, I think, especially with this much time, to run the offense, take some time. We'll take the break with them. We'll be right back with the final 3 minutes. It is 37-23. Lady Braves on top of Riverton here on 93.9 KTAK.
exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
And welcome back to Wyo Today and KTAK. Riverton trails with 3 minutes to go by 14. And hasn't really been a lack of defense. Defense has been pretty good with the exception of the offensive rebounding by Star Valley. And at some point in time, you've got to give them credit too. But the boxing out has not been all that good. It has been just hitting from the field. And I always wonder with these long treks, especially on a one-off. Usually we'd stay in a hotel after playing Jackson last night rather than play Jackson at home on Thursday and then drive. I left at 8:30 before 8:30, which isn't early by any stretch of the imagination. But they were already on Togety Pass at that point because I was texting with Coach Bo Sheets. Funneled it into the paint by Star Valley. England puts up partially blocked. It does go out of bounds, though, and it will remain with Star Valley with 2:43 to go. So you wonder if that has anything to do with 5 hours on a school bus. I just can't imagine. Inbound is stolen away by Leesburg. Leesburg just said, no, that's mine, and ripped it out of the hands. And they've been pretty quick on the possession or jump ball situation. So good job by Taylor there. They're going to swing it around to Brown. Brown for 3. Good. Rylan Brown now with 8. And you wonder, could it be too little too late? Well, not. They're going to do that. Dana's going to get the ball, run all the way down, try and put up a 2. No good. Rebound is by Riverton. They trail by 11. Leesburg open look for 3. No good. Rebound by Vosika. Puts it up. No good. But she will go to the line and a chance to score some points with no time coming off the clock. So with 2:06 left, she has a chance to get it down to 9. I'm sure we'll see a full court press if she makes the second one. I don't think the first one will matter as far as that goes. Unfortunately, Vosika only 38% from the free throw line. Need her to hit these 2, and she misses the first one as if on cue, as if I willed it into being. I may have jinxed it, so I do apologize. Cody Beers evidently likes the peanut butter and jelly in the same jar. It's a nasty concoction, Cody. And the second one is up and good by Vosika. She now has 5. Lead down to 10. I've seen crazier. 2 minutes to go. Going to have to get some turnovers or some bad decisions. One of the 2 by Star Valley. They get to Hill. She was tempted to shoot the 3. Not her thing. They get inside to Mackey. Missed. Rebound is going to last be touched as it goes out of bounds by Star Valley. So Riverton with an opportunity here, down by 10, minute 48. Smart move here by Coach Erickson, putting the press on. Not really looking for a turnover, just looking to use time. Riverton goes a long pass to Vosika. Vosika to Taylor. Taylor inside of Vosika. Vosika turns, puts it up too short. And she she jumps every time she gets a pass. I'm sure part of that's inexperience and whatnot. But so she turned, jumped, and it was just hopping up and down. And it caused her shot to she wasn't set. And misses minute 18 to go, 10-point game. And they're going to shoot a 3? You're serious. Dana puts up a 3, no good. And Leesburg's going to look to go coast to coast, puts it up, no good. And that may have done it right there. Minute left, and they've kind of Star Valley's left a player all alone. Finally gets someone back, and Coach smartly calls a timeout as they just all left her back there. We'll be right back here. We almost had a disaster in the making here on KTAK and Wyo Today.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
And welcome back. Crisis averted, thanks to cameraman Connor's quick thinking there. And with 55 seconds left, Mackey will get the inbound, gets it up, and they look inside, and we're going to get a foul against Rylan Brown. Just a little too much of a hip check there. Be her second, team second. It comes with 50.1 left. Inbound is to Nelson. She'll get Dana now, cross over to Johnson. 40 seconds left. Leesburg very much playing intense defense, and they've got Johnson almost on a 5-second count, but Hill comes to bail her out. Hill drives in, puts it up, blocked by Taylor, and Taylor wanted that as bad as she wants a volleyball spike during that season. She thought she had it clean. They're going to say she did not. So it'll be her third. Team third. It will send Hill to the line to shoot 2. First one in and out, no good. And it stays a 10-point game with 31.1 left. Second one on its way, no good. Rebound is by Taylor Leesburg, the furthest person from the basket. It just kind of got tipped around. Leesburg brings it over into the front court, going to the right wing to Mathill. Mathill looking to go baseline, turns, nobody there, needs to pass out with 15 seconds, gets it to Taylor, and Taylor's going to get tied up and then go to the floor. It will be a jump ball. It will stay with the Wolverines with 12.5 seconds left. Inbound is to Brown. She puts it up, no good. Had a good look, gets it. Mackey comes away with it, and she's just going to dribble it out, I do believe. She gets over the timeline on a pass, and that is the ball game. Your final score here, 37-27. Star Valley with the win. We'll be right back with the Click It or Ticket post-game show here on WYO Today at 93.9 KTAK.
Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
And welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today. A defeat that I'm sure will have coaches not happy and working on some things in practices. 37-27 Star Valley. And the reason I say it like that is Riverton in the second half scored the exact same amount they scored in the first quarter. They finished the second half with 11. They were outscored by 3, 14-11. They held Star Valley to 9 in the third, 5 in the fourth. They were held to 5 and 6 in the third and fourth. And that's going to be kind of the stickler. In the second half, Riverton scored 3 shots from the field. Since the first quarter, they had 4 total from the field. just could not hit the shots. Outscored 14-11 again in the second, 23-16. And this game was here because the defense was there. But a combination of unable to hit shots along with offensive rebounding giving up just did not pan out. But we did have some good moments and some things to work on. Again, this game could change in a heartbeat because that's how the Western Conference is this year. We're going to jump right to our Papa Murphy's player of the game, and it's going to be Rylan Brown. Rylan Brown puts in 8. Had 5 in the first half, hit a 3 in the second half. But she finishes with 8, and she is the leading scorer for Riverton. So congratulations, Rylan Brown. I know I'm not going to get to talk to her because Coach Bosner said they're going to hit the road and get out of here before it gets too dark and try and get over Togety before it gets too dark because it was an absolute mess this morning. So I don't blame them there. So congratulations to her. And our Gatorade Good Sport of the game, we're going to give that to Aspen Brown. Aspen Brown finishes, Aspen Gordon, excuse me. Whenever she comes in, she's able to really give the spark to the team. So congratulations to Aspen Gordon, the Gatorade Good Sport of the game. As we look at the Ranger Printer scorebook, first for the home team, Star Valley Lady Braves there, led by Dana. No shock there with 11, which is right at her average. White finishes with 9, Mackey with 7, Hill with 4, 3 by McGee, 2 by Nelson, and 1 by England. For Riverton, leading scorer, as mentioned, was Rylan Brown with 8. Timry Mathill finishes with 7. Taylor and Vosica both finish with 5. And Leesburg finishes with 2. So that's going to do it for the Click It or Ticket postgame show. When we return, we will jump right into the Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show here on 93.9 YO Today, 93.9 KTNK, and YO Today.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Welcome to the Click It or Ticket pregame show, or Click It or Ticket pregame show. Wow, I did not transition that well at all. Welcome to the Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show, as is now time for the Wolverines and Braves. It's time for the boys to take center court here. Star Valley comes in at 3-7 on the comes in the week 3-7. Riverton Wolverines 4-8 coming into the game. As we look at the Star Valley Braves, averaging just shy of 48 points per game. They are led by Dylan Shumway, no surprise there, with just over 13 points a game, and Cooper Lancaster with just over 10 points per game. Leading rebounder on the season is Cooper Lancaster with 6.5. He also leads the team in steals. Zane Hedges leads the team in assists. They don't turn the ball over very often, only 10 turnovers per game. From the field, from 2 points, 2-point land, they're shooting 39%. From beyond the arc, 27%. And they shoot free throws at 62%, which is one of the better teams on the season, actually. As far as looking at their season as a whole, they lost to Evanston, defeated Central, lost to East, lost to Thunder Ridge, Idaho. Roy, Utah defeated them. Hillcrest, Idaho defeated them. They lost to Mountain Crest, Utah, lost to Skyview, Utah, defeated Natrona County, and they defeated Kelly Walsh by 1. So they are a team that's a lot different than they've been in years past. Years past, it's been the Star Valley Giants as far as height in the middle. They are not that. They're not short by any imagination, but they are not the behemoths height-wise that they have been in the past. For your Riverton Wolverines, they come in averaging 49.3, just slightly higher than Star Valley points per game. They are led by Malachi Smith with just shy of 12, and then a whole slew of guys in the 4, 5, 6, 7 range. As far as leading rebounder, again, Malachi Smith with 8.8, just shy of 9. He also leads the team in steals and blocks. Leading the team in assists is his brother, Eric Smith. From two-point land, just shy of 50%. At 49% are the Wolverines. They're 31% from 3, and this is the one bugaboo really shooting percentage-wise. They are under 50% at 49% from the free throw line. Of course, they started out kind of slow, facing all those great teams from the East and great teams out of Flaming Gorge, but since they've gotten in the West, they are 2-0. Don't know if they'd be 3-0. Rock Springs getting canceled and moved to this coming Thursday, which is another reminder for you folks that this Thursday there was no game scheduled. We will be in Rock Springs at 6 and 7:30. Usually we'd be off due to Ronthon, but we will have Evanston on Tuesday night at Riverton, and then we will travel to Rock Springs for that makeup game. When we return, it will be time for the Ranger Keys the Game here on WYO Today at 93.9 KTAK.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
And welcome back. Keys the Game, really, really simple, as they're honoring a fan of the game, it seems. And the real simple fact of the key of the game, sorry, I'm out of breath. I just ran all the way from the hallway downstairs, is going to be real simple. Possession matters, rebounding matters in this game. And it's going to matter for the West the whole way. So that will be the keys to the game. Thank you to the Ranger. When we return, it will be time for the Sutherland starting lineups here on WYO Today.
Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports. And welcome back. Time for the Sutherland starting lineups. First, for the home team, the Star Valley Braves. It'll be number 0, Will Linford. Number 1, Cooper Lancaster. Number 3, Bryson Neild. Number 5, looking for number 5. I don't see number 5 on their stat sheet. No, there he is. Number 5, Dylan Shumway. And number 44, Zane Hedges. For your Riverton Wolverines, led by Coach Bo Sheets, it will be number 1, Eric Smith. Number 13, Josiah Hernandez. Number 15, Brandon Monroe. Number 33, Malachi Smith. And number 55, Ryan Cox. We'll be right back with the tip-off here on WYO Today at 93.9 KTAK.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
And welcome back. It will be Malachi Smith, and I do believe it'll be Linford jumping against him. Riverton in their red and white with black trim. They'll be going right to left on your radio dial. Tip is won by the Star Valley Braves. They'll get it over to Lancaster, number one, and they'll look to move in, kicking out to the corner for a look from 3, up and good. Good by Hedges, and it's 3-0 in favor of the home team Braves. Smith quickly over the timeline, hands it to Hernandez, now going left to Monroe. Looks inside, nothing there. He takes a couple dribbles away and go to Malachi Smith, who came all the way out to help. Malachi going to take 2 dribbles in, shoots a 3, in and out, no good. Rebound is by Riverton. Hernandez drives in, puts in, no good. Cox up and good. Now that's what you like to see. Some great offensive rebounding for the Riverton side. 3-2, 7:03 left in the first. Swinging around, they get it to Shumway. Shumway now over to Hedges. Hedges looks to drive in, kicks it out. Open look for 3 from Neild. No good. Rebound by Riverton. Smith will get a hold of it. He's going to bring it all the way up. Gets it to Hernandez in the corner. To Monroe on the wing. And now he'll reset by going to Eric Smith up top, who will then direct traffic with 6:40 to play in the first quarter. Smith going to the right to Hernandez. He looks inside, nothing there. Now he does go to the high block to Cox. Cox looking to go to the low block to Malachi. Gets a hold of it, puts it up, no good, but he will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is against number 3. That is Bryson Neild. It is his first, team first, comes with 6:26 to play in the first quarter. Smith going to the line. Malachi is 45% on the season from the free throw line, and he leaves that one well short. Gets the ball from the referee, steps in, takes 3 dribbles, spins in his hand, second one on its way, looks good, is good. And we are all tied up at 3 apiece. Quickly into the front court come the Braves. Hedges with it up top. He goes to the left to Lancaster. Back to Hedges. Hedges looking to drive, beats Hernandez off the dribble, and takes the extra pass, and it was well worth it for the Braves as they finish that one by Linford, and they take the lead right back 5-3. Hernandez now, he was trying to get under Malachi Smith. They're saying it went off the foot is Riverton, but it's turnover nonetheless. First one of the day by either team. Hedges gets on the baseline, puts up. Malachi Smith with the rejection. Put up, though, on an offensive rebound by Linford. Up and no good. But Malachi Smith's going to get called for the foul there. Thermopolis Lady Cats defeat Grable 64-33. First free throw left well short. Foul was against actually Ryan Cox. It's his first, team first of the quarter. Comes with 5:43 to go. Second one on its way. Looks better than was. And Star Valley extends the lead out to 6-3. Smith, Eric that is, bringing it down on the near side. Looks to drive to his right. Gets stopped. Now we'll back out and go to Hernandez. Hernandez, couple dribbles, now goes over to Monroe. Back to Hernandez, to Malachi Smith, up towards the free throw line, out to Hernandez. Hernandez looking to drive, spins, out to Eric Smith. Smith now looking to drive down the middle, gets cut off, goes Hernandez down the left baseline. He drives in, out to Monroe. Monroe for 3, no good. Rebound is by Ryan Cox. Gets it to Smith. Smith drives in, gets it to Ryan Cox. He misses on a block, getting blocked, and Malachi there to clean it up, though, so no harm, no foul on the block. And it's 6-5 in favor of Star Valley. And they find a wide open outlet pass. Riverton sleeping on getting back on defense. Neild lays it up easily, and it's back out to a 3-point lead, 8-5. Riverton now into the front court. Hernandez over to the left of Monroe. Monroe looking for Cox around the free throw line. He can't control it, but Eric Smith bails him out and gets control and will go back out towards half court. Now to Monroe. Monroe drives to the high block, the elbow, has to dish out to Hernandez. Hernandez drives the same spot, has to dish out, almost had it stolen, and they'll get it over to Eric Smith. Eric Smith to Cox at the free throw line. Looking underneath for Malachi Smith. Gets deflected by Neild and then out off of Lancaster. And Blake Gantenbein will check in now for Ryan Cox. And Bo Anderson will come in for Monroe. Inbound is to Hernandez. Hernandez hands it to Eric Smith. Smith looking to go inside, driving to the baseline, can't do it, goes to the mid-level block to Malachi. Malachi turns, puts it up, no good, just a little too hard off the backboard. Rebound by Star Valley. They're looking to move in a hurry, gets it back out to Neild. Neild looking inside, he's going to lose control of it. Turnover number 1 against Star Valley. Smith bringing it over the timeline, taps his head, calling the play, goes to Bo Anderson on the left wing. To Malachi Smith, up now around three-point line. Inside to Gantenbein. Gantenbein turns. The quarterback tries a fadeaway, blocked. And looking for a long outlet pass. Star Valley comes up. They get to Hedges. Inside to Linford. Puts it up, no good. Thought he took a few steps there too, but no call. Rebound by Riverton. Smith will slow things up a bit as we tick under 3:10 to play in the first quarter. He goes to Hernandez. Hernandez to Smith. Malachi Smith at the top of the key. Malachi looking to back in, spins up, good. Malachi now with 5, and it's back down to a 1-point game, 8-7. Quickly into the front court, they get it to Lancaster. He drives, spins, puts up a fadeaway, no good. Rebound by Linford, puts up, blocked by Malachi Smith. Rebound comes away after the block to Eric. Eric Smith looking to drive, almost pushed off there. Gets it to his brother. Smith fakes a shot, now puts up a 17-footer, left it way short. Probably not the shot they wanted to get. And looking to break in a hurry, puts it up and in. Beautiful long pass to Lancaster. He has his first 2, and it's back out of the 3-point lead. Riverton's got to pay attention to that kid leaking out on misses because they're getting wide open looks on the fast break. Anderson now with it in the front court as the Riverton Wolverines will set up with 2 minutes to play in the first. Gets to Smith, inside to Hernandez, back out to Eric Smith. Smith gets a screen from his brother, now kicks it out. Hernandez for 3, hit the side of the glass. No good, and they'll look to break again. Defense gets back for Riverton, but they do find an open Bryson Neild. No good from 3. Rebound is by Star Valley. It'll go to Shumway. Shumway, open look at 3, no good. And the rebound is going to go off of Star Valley and over to Riverton as Monroe and Cox will come in for Hernandez and Smith. So it'll be Anderson, Monroe, Eric Smith, Gantenbein, and Cox for your Wolverines. 1:28 left. Riverton trails by 3, 10-7 here in the first quarter. Anderson with it, and Anderson caught napping looking at a pass and almost had it stolen away, but does muscle it back, and now he'll get it back from Eric Smith, who he given to get a little of a reprieve. And now Bo goes in physically, puts up off the glass, ain't good. It's what Bo Anderson can do, ladies and gentlemen, especially off the bench. We know they're not calling it tight. 10-9, under 55 seconds to play. They get to Hedges quickly on the wing. Hedges is going to get it up top. On a pass, now to the corner, now back up top, this time to Thompson, I think, who's checked in. Gets it to Hedges, open look at 3, no good. Rebound by Gantenbein. Chance for Riverton to take their first lead of the day as we tick under 35 seconds. Eric Smith with it, dribbles it over to Monroe. 25 seconds left in the first. Monroe looks over at Sheets. He calls the play. 15 seconds left. Eric, you're getting close to 5 seconds. There you go. Put his ball on the ground. Eric now looking to drive. Smith going to his right. Coming back there, 3 seconds. He's going to shoot a long 3. No good. Rebound by Star Valley. So probably with the 35 seconds, that might not have been the shot they wanted. And at the end of 10-9, Star Valley. We'll be right back with the second quarter here on 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. so you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
And welcome back to KTAK NYO Today. Riverton will start the second quarter with the ball in a 1-point deficit. It'll be Monroe, Hernandez, both the Smiths, and Cox. And they get it into the paint to Malachi, and he has it stripped away. Quickly into the front court, and they'll look to do a nice little dish underneath to Erickson, who's in for the first time. And he is good, and the lead extends out to 3. Thought they might have gotten away with a bit of a travel, but Cox with a high block right around the free throw line, looking to drive in, spins, gets it to Malachi on the low block. Malachi looking to back his defender down, goes around and puts up a little baby hook, and one for Malachi Smith. Malachi will go to the line with a chance to tie it here. Foul is against number 1. That is Lancaster. It is his first, only one foul per team actually in the first quarter. Smith, free throw on the line, away, no good. Left it short, but rebound by Monroe, who took his eye off where he was going, looking for the pass, and it goes off of his arm and out of bounds. So good student section here in Star Valley tonight, and they're in fatigues and our hunters paraphernalia. Not shocking down here. Very avid and proficient group of hunters down here in Afton. Gotten to talk with several of them throughout the time. They're going to swing it around. Finds an open look by Thompson for 3. No good. Rebound is by Riverton. Looking to take the lead here. Gets it to Cox around the free throw line. Kind of pseudo pump fakes, drives in, puts it up, blocked. Looking to break is Lancaster. He takes it all the way in. Malachi Smith says no. So the interior paint defenses right now playing extremely well. And Cox is going to come out, and we'll get our first look at Garrett Jackson on the evening. Inbound by Star Valley, goes in the paint, puts it up, no good. Rebound is blocked. Hey, that was Cooper Lawson, blocked by Malachi Smith again. And they're kind of all looking around. The original shot was by Lancaster. He missed it. Rebound by Cooper Lawson and just absolutely rejected by Malachi Smith. Inbound is into the paint to Erickson. He's going to kick it out to Thompson. Thompson backs back out, goes to Erickson for 3. No good. Malachi Smith with the rebound. Gets it to Aiden Kelly, who's also checked in for the first time tonight. Gets over to Monroe on the right wing. Monroe bringing it over the top. He's going to hand it to Hernandez up towards half court. 6 minutes to go in the half. Hernandez looking to drive. Gets spun around. Gets it back out to Monroe. Monroe guarded tightly by Erickson. And he looks to get to Kelly. It's going to be deflected out of bounds by Linford. Excuse me, not by Linford, by Shumway. Eric Smith and now Clay Sheets coming in for Monroe and Hernandez. That'll be Sheets' first action of the evening as well. Inbound is to Eric Smith. 30 feet away from the basket. He'll start the play. Goes to Sheets on the right wing. To Malachi Smith on the high block. Malachi turns, faces the basket, and just has his pocket picked. He's paying attention to his one defender, but not the other one, and it leads to an easy fast break layup by Lancaster, and the lead's back out to 3. Quickly getting in the front court, they get to Malachi Smith. He tries to lay it up, and he is fouled in the process of doing so. So what's good for the Goose is good for the Gander. Foul is against Cooper Larson. His first, team second. And they're singing to Malachi now, and he hits the first free throw. They did nothing the first couple. Malachi is now 2 for 4 from the charity stripe, and it's back down to a 2-point game. They just can't seemingly get over that hump of a one-possession game. Second one up and good, 14-13. Malachi now with 9 points on the day, and after he shoots those free throws, he'll come out, and Ryan Cox will come back in. So inbound is a heavy screen, almost sent Monroe flying as Lancaster dribbled down into the corner and now dish up to the top of the key to Thompson. Inside to Cooper Larson. He's guarded by Cox, and he has to dish out. Look at three is up and good. Rolled in and out, good by Thompson. His first points of the game, and we're out to a 4-point game. 17-13 Star Valley. Smith will bring it. This time Eric Smith will bring it over the timeline. Points out to Sheets. They didn't want him there. And he'll go to Monroe. Monroe back to Smith. It's like Bo Anderson going to the scorer's table to check in. Next dead ball to Cox to Sheets. Sheets for three. Good. And of course it is, because it gets us within one. Something we have not been able to overcome, but nice shot by Clay. Remind me a little bit of his older brother from last year. They're quickly going to drive in, and I think we're going to get a little slap foul out of Monroe maybe. That is indeed who they're going to call it on. Brandon Monroe, his first, team first of the quarter. So no harm, no foul. Malachi Smith's going to come back in for Jackson. And Bo Anderson will come in as well, as we mentioned just a few moments ago. 17-16, 4:15 left in the second quarter. They go into the paint, now kicking out. Open look for three, left short by Thompson. Rebound is by Bryson Neild. Gets a pass to Thompson. He kicks it back out for a three, no good by Neild. And rebound's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say last touch by Riverton. It'll remain with Star Valley with 3:58 to play in the second quarter. Inbound is an open look for three. Just cannot have that happen. Thompson just split out, and nobody picked him up. So back out to a 4-point game, 20-16. 3:45 to play in the second quarter. Eric Smith with it, going to his right for Monroe. Monroe to Cox, up around the free throw line to Malachi Smith, mid-level block. Backs in, puts it up, and good. Malachi just owning the block tonight. Down to a 2-point game. They get it to Thompson. Thompson looks and throws it up top for Neild. Neild hands it off to Shumway. Shumway drives in. He shook Eric Smith, and it's going to go out of bounds. No, they're going to save it. Nicely done there. And they're going to keep it. They drive into the paint. Cooper Lawson with it. And he walked, and then he's going to throw it all the way to the band. So turnover number 2 against Star Valley. 2018. Riverton with a chance to tie. We've been tied twice tonight. Don't believe we've led. Inbound is to Smith, and it looks like as soon as they start to play, Hernandez will get up and go to the scores table, checking next dead ball. Goes to Malachi Smith at the elbow, and I'm confused there of why Bo Anderson was running out of bounds, but it is a turnover. I mean, he was running parallel with the inline, but well past the inline. Malachi looking to get it to him, and that's going to lead to Coach Sheets calling a full timeout. It'll be Star Valley ball with 2:54 left in the half. They lead by 2 here on 93.9 KTAK.
Good news. DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
And welcome back to Afton, Wyoming. 93.9 KTAK is here for Star Valley versus Riverton. Star Valley currently leads 20-18, and they've been able to just keep that little bit of distance between themselves and the Wolverines thus far. Riverton unable, it seems, to get it back to tie or take a lead. 2:50 to go. Star Valley out of Coach Sheets' full timeout. We'll bring it into the front court, and we'll start to work things around the three-point line. Hedges with it, cross court to Erickson. Open look at three, no good. Excuse me, that's Thompson. They both have the exact same haircut. Riverton with the rebound, looking to break. Gets it to Malachi, low block, out to Monroe. Monroe driving in, gets stopped, and he needs help. Gets it to Hernandez. 2:20 left in the first half. Over to Monroe. Monroe to Malachi at the free throw line. Smith looks to spin, does so. Puts up a little floater, no good. Tries to get the rebound, can't do it. And I think we're going to get a foul on Hernandez on the rebound. That's exactly what we're going to get. That'll be Hernandez's first, team second of the quarter. Checking in will be a Lancaster and it's another guy with kind of this curly-ish hair blonde thing going on for the Braves. Lancaster passes it to Hedges to get it over the timeline. Hedges comes to his left, gets it to Neild. Neild to Lancaster, over to Hedges. Hedges looking to drive into the paint, kicks it out. Open look at three, good by Neild. He now has 5, and the lead now is extended to 5 points. Largest of the evening, actually. Oh, they waved off. They signal it's a 2, so no longer the largest lead. We're tied back up at 4 lead. And Cox they're going to feed him in the post. He's going to turn it over. He's going to have it stripped. And now they're going to look for an open 3. No doubter on that one. And it is good by Lancaster. And in the blink of an eye, it goes from a 2-point lead to a 7-point lead. 25-18, minute 15 left in the half. To Cox, high block. Back to Smith. Eric's going to back out, looks at his brother, then drives over, shoots from 15, way too hard off the glass. And they'll get to Hedges, who will quickly come down floor, misses the layup. He's trying to draw the foul more than anything, and Riverton comes away with the rebound with 50 seconds left. Hernandez with it, hands it to Monroe on the left wing. Monroe's going to be poked from behind. Again, guys not paying attention to who's near him, and Monroe is going to foul on the floor well before the shot. So it'll be Monroe's second. Team third. We're going to see Jackson and Clay Sheets come back in. And that's the second time Monroe's had it happen to him. A couple of Riverton players have had it happen to him. Also looks like Bo Anderson's going to come back in. And that is not paying attention to the defender near them. Their defenders are very active with their hands. They're going to swing it out the end, and 1 4-point play. They found Shumway, and he gets fouled. And now we're in the midst of a run that is really devastating. Foul is against, waiting for them to put it up. They have Monroe still up there. There we go. It is against Aiden Kelly, who just checked in. It's his first, team fourth, and it'll send Shumway to the line. Shumway on the season is 75%, and he drains that one. It's now an 11-point lead. Anderson brings over timeline to Sheets. Riverton has 28 seconds. They need to, what they don't need to have happen is turn the ball over or give them any more points. Malachi into the paint, puts up a little hook, and he's fouled by Neild. That'll be Neild's second, team third. And he'll send Malachi to the line where he is 3 of 5 on the day. And to put it in perspective, of the 18 points by Riverton, 7 of them are by someone not named Malachi Smith, and he misses the first. Checking in will be Lydiard for Star Valley. First time we'll see him, most likely getting kneeled out of there so he doesn't get his 3rd foul. That's exactly what they do. Malachi leaves the second one short. And Star Valley will bring it up off the rebound with 10 seconds left. In the hands of Lancaster, he's guarded by Sheets. Screen set, Sheets fights over the top. 5 seconds left. Long 3 by Shumway, no good. Rebound is by Bo Anderson, and that'll do it for the half. But not a good quarter for Riverton. When we return back, it will be time for the United States Marine Corps halftime show. Riverton Trails 29-18 here on 93.9 KTAK.
In Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry La-Z-Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca-Gai-He restaurant. Deca-Gai-He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College in Riverton is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Welcome to the United States Marine Corps Halftime Show. We're going to go through the stats real quick. Riverton trails 29-18. Score at the end of the first quarter was 10-9, and they were outscored 19-9 in the second quarter. So Riverton has some work to do, and they've got to find a little bit more balanced scoring right now as we go to the Rangers scorebook. First for the Star Valley Braves, they are led by Lancaster with 7. Thompson has 6. Neal and Shumway each with 4. Hedges and Linford with 3, and Erickson with 2. For Riverton, Malachi Smith leads all scores. He has 11, but then that is part of the problem potentially. He needs some help. Anderson and Cox have 2, Sheets with 3, and that's all the scoring. In fact, only 2 of the starters have scored in this game, and none from the guard position. So we're about to start here. We'll be right back with the third quarter here on WYO Today and KTAK.
Is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
And welcome back. Start of the third quarter here. It'll start off with Star Valley with the ball. Haven't really gone to the possession era, which, of course, those of you who listen know that makes me happy. We haven't had the possession era except for start of quarters. We had the jump to start the game. We have not had a tied-up ball. We've had a lot of everything else, and immediately they're going to line 3 and nail it. Not the way Riverton wanted to start, and somehow he was wide open. Largest lead of the day, obviously, 32-18, 14-point lead. Smith with it, that being Eric Smith. And they just get away with hip checking him. He goes flying to the ground, no call. I know they like to play physical in the Western Conference, but there was no effort for the ball. That was ridiculous. But anyway, they get to Malachi Smith, swinging it out to Eric. Eric had a chance at a 3, got hesitant, decided not to take it. Now he goes back to his brother Malachi at the top of the free throw line. Malachi drives in, turns, spins, little baby hook, in and out, no good. Quickly on the break, Hedges is going to take it all the way up and lay it in. And out of half, it's now ballooned out to a 16-point lead, 34-18. Hernandez to Cox on the low block. Cox to Smith inside the paint, turns, puts it up, and no good, but he is fouled. Foul is against Linford. It's his first, team first of the quarter. And Malachi Smith will go to the line to shoot 2 with 6:51 left in the third. Dribble, spins it in his hands. It's on the way. It's good. 12. Looking to get this down to back down to a 14-point lead for Star Valley. Smith, second one on its way. Good. 34-20. Hedges with it, brings it over the timeline, drives in, and you're going to get an illegal screen set by Bryson Neal. That's his third. Team second of the quarter, and that's a big one for him this early in the third. Eric Smith will get it on the inbound, bringing it over center stripe. Looks to drive in, picks up his dribble towards the elbow. Now gets out to Hernandez. Hernandez up at the top. A lot of dribbling, not towards the basket. Has to go to Smith. Good defense there by Shumway. They get to Cox, back to Smith. Smith looking to drive. Floats up, puts it up, no good. Eric Smith still scoreless, and it's going to lead to a break. And I don't know what just happened, but Lancaster just lost complete control of the ball and it'll go out of bounds. So Neal will come out, and it looks like we're going to get Aiden Kelly coming in. He'll come in for Eric Smith. So it's Monroe, Hernandez, Malachi Smith, Eric Smith, and Cox to start the second half for your Wolverines. 6:10 to go. Aiden Kelly brings it right over top of the Braves' face here at midcourt. Looks to go to his left. He's stuck, and he's going to get called for a travel. in reality, it wasn't travel. He took a dribble after he stopped dribbling, so it should have been double dribble. But nonetheless, it'll be the 6th turnover of the night for Riverton. Comes with 5:55 to play in the third. Brings it over to Lancaster. Lancaster brings it over. Lancaster now dribbles to his right. Dishes it off to Hedges. Hedges drives in, shoots a short 2, up and good. He's now got 7, and it's back out to a 16-point lead. Smith quickly up into the front court on the near side. Now goes to the far side of Monroe. Monroe thought about driving, gets cut off, backs out. Monroe looking to drive in, does so, puts up a little floater, too hard, no good. Rebound by Star Valley. They'll bring it up. They go right into the paint, puts it up, no good by Erickson. I think he won the foul. Rebound by Malachi Smith. He's going to bring it all the way up himself. Goes in the paint, out to Eric for a 3. Good! Eric Smith has his first points of the day, and we're going to get a quick timeout for 30 seconds by Riverton. We'll take it with them, 36-23, here on KTAK and WYO Today.
Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
And welcome back to 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. Your score currently 36-23. Eric Smith hit a 3, and Coach Sheets called a timeout. In that timeout, we see Eric Smith go to the bench, and Bo Anderson and Clay Sheets both come in. Who else went to the bench here? Looks like Hernandez, Monroe. Well, you've got Cox, Malachi Smith, Bo Anderson, Aiden Kelly, and Clay Sheets. They look to go in the paint. Beautiful move there. Easily finished by Linford as he posts up Cox, and he gets them back out to a 15-point lead, 38-23. Sheets gets on the wing, goes to Malachi Smith at the free throw line. He turns, he wants to go over the top for Cox. Instead, he'll shoot from 15 and is good. He now has 15. 38-25. They bring it into the front court. Lancaster with it, guarded by Bo Anderson. 4:12 left in the third. They're going to swing it around. Now comes back up top to Erickson. Over to Lancaster. Lancaster looking to drive in, gets cut off. Erickson drives into the paint, gets it to Linford. Linford bodied up, goes out to Hedges. Hedges with a nice move on Clay Sheets, and they're going to call Clay Sheets for a foul. And, well, we'll just say that Clay didn't agree. He didn't agree at all. First team foul and Clay's first foul. It will send Hedges to the line to shoot 2. First one on its way, in and out, no good. Hedges on the season is a 63% free throw shooter. Cox and Kelly come out. Eric Smith comes back in, as does Blake Gantenbein. Second one on its way from Hedges is, it did everything but go in. It rimmed around, then bounced on the back iron, then bounced on the front iron, then out. Smith with the rebound, that being Eric Smith. He goes to his left as he comes over half court. Circles back, now goes left again. Gets out to Malachi Smith on the wing. Malachi Smith drives in, she's going to shoot from 15. No good. Hedges comes away with the rebound. Malachi went for a steal, and it's going to lead to an easy layup after he misses a steal by Erickson. And it's back out to a 15-point game, 40-25, 3:19 in the third. Smith hands it to Clay Sheets. Clay Sheets is going to try and get to Bo Anderson, but is going to lose control of it on the pass. It's going to be intercepted. And here comes Lancaster, throws up a 10-foot floater, no good. Rebound by Riverton, but stolen away. And then they're going to get Bo Anderson with a foul. As it was stolen away right at half court, and he just kind of gave him a shove, hoping to get the call. It's not actually a bad decision. Almost one of those, if you don't have a lot of fouls on you, almost one of those committing PI in football. on a guy who's going to score a touchdown. Why not? See if he can get the call. See if he gets called for over and back. He didn't, though. Star Valley looking to extend it out to 17. Swinging it to Erickson. Erickson looking to drive. Drives in the paint. Now he's stuck. Gets out Linford, who then hands it off to Shumway. Then Erickson comes back, gets it, shoots from 15, left it well short. Rebound by Star Valley, and they find an open Lancaster for a shot. No good from 15 on the baseline, but he's fouled. Foul is against Bo Anderson. Now, that is the danger there with him with that one foul is Bo can get fouls in bunches because he's 110%, 110 miles an hour all the time. Lancaster misses the first one. He is only 53% on the year from the line thus far. And like I said, nobody is shooting free throws extremely well as a team here in all of the 4A West, at least in what I've looked. And they're not that much better in the East from what I saw. Lancaster does hit the second one. And we're out to a 16-point lead. We've been here before. Coming in is going to be Eric Smith, Monroe. They'll join Hernandez. We did have someone else come in. Yeah, Jackson came back in. Here with 2.5 minutes left, Riverton needs to find some points and probably needs to find them from somebody just besides Malachi, unless Malachi is going to go off for 40. They get it Monroe to Eric Smith. Over to Jackson. Jackson looking for Monroe, badly thrown pass, intercepted, leads to a break. They come in the paint, put up by Erickson, up and good. And now we're at a game-high difference, 18 points. Quickly into the front court of Monroe. Malachi Smith getting off the bench. Thrown to Jackson. Jackson back to Monroe on the right wing. Jackson up top to Hernandez. Hernandez gets it Jackson. He loses control of it, but will be last touched by Lancaster with 1:43 left. Jackson's going to come out as well as Malachi Smith will come back. And just, it's a weird game. It's like other guys don't even want to take a shot. Everybody really hesitant to take a shot. Only Malachi really has taken any amounts of shots. I mean, Ryan Cox has 3 and the second most on the team along with, it is the most. Malachi gets it, drives in, puts it up, no good. And at this point, you expect they'll just guard him and make someone else do it. And unfortunately, a pass is going to be thrown to a guy standing out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on the break by Star Valley. It comes with 1:21 left. Outscoring Riverton 14-7. Doubled them up this quarter as well. Eric Smith with it in the front court, and he just gets shoved. There's no need for that. Erickson called for the foul. His first, team third. And Hernandez will go down to inbound it. Into Eric Smith, goes to the low block to Malachi. Malachi turns, puts it up, no good, but he'll go to the line. Foul is against number 30. That's Cooper Lawson who just checked in. It's his second, team fourth. Comes with 1:03 left in the third. All right, he airballed it. And boy, is the student section for Star Valley having fun with that one. Second one on its way, good. But Riverton in the fourth quarter to have any chance of pulling this close is going to have to play almost perfect. Quickly into the paint is Star Valley. Now they're swinging around the top. Over to Erickson. Erickson looking to drive. Gets it to Lawson. Lawson backing down. Ryan Cox puts up a beautiful baby hook up and in. And back out to 19-point lead, 45-26, or out to a 19-point lead with 35 seconds left. Eric Smith going to Malachi Smith. He's well away from the basket. He's looking to drive, spin, out to Monroe. to Hernandez. 22 seconds left in the third. Hernandez looking to drive, picks it up, has to come back out to Eric Smith with 15. Now they're going to hold for the last shot, I'm sure. 10 seconds. Eric Smith with it, gets a screen from his ball screen from his brother. It's not there. 4 seconds, and they're not going to get a good shot off. Eric Smith has to duck under, throws up not a great looking two, and it's no good. So after 3, it is 45-26. It's all been Star Valley since the first quarter. We'll take a break, be back with the fourth here on WYO Today.
Riverton Blodorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
And welcome back. Riverton will start the fourth with the ball, but with a fairly healthy difference. They've got to figure out a way to come back. They find this would be a good start, and it's good. Found Brandon Monroe in the corner, and he splashes a 3. His first points of the day. And it's 45-29, back to a 16-point lead. Now we just need some stops. Riverton starters back in. That's Smith, Monroe, and they get into Cooper Lawson. Little baby hook, no good, and he's going to get fouled. Not what they needed, but nonetheless, it'll send Cooper to the line for Star Valley. Lawson is looking for him. He's 0 for 6 from the free throw line this year, so now he'll make both of them. And, of course, he makes the first. We make great free throw shooters out of everybody. And, of course, he makes the second one. A guy who hasn't hit one all season extends the lead back out to 18. 7:14 to go. Hernandez with it in the front court to Cox near the free throw line. Inside to Malachi Smith. He turns, puts up a baby hook, up and good. 47-31. Star Valley with a significant lead at the moment. And they look to throw it inside to a cutting Brave, and Malachi Smith able to get his arm up and deflects it out of bounds. And on the inbound, we are going to get an offensive foul called. It's going against Cooper Lawson, his third, team fourth, or team first. What am I thinking? Riverton gets it to Malachi Smith. He makes a good move, physical, and he's got 20 on the day now. 47-33. Can only take it 2 points or 3 points at a time. 6.5 to go. Up top to McClure, who's come in for the first time. And looking to drive in, and it's stripped away. Nicely done. 5th turnover of the day. Malachi's going to go all the way up, and good. He just muscled his way in. 22, and it's a 12-point game. Quickly into the front court. He lost control of it to Lancaster. He puts it up, no good, but he'll go to the line. Lost control, but regained it. Foul is against 55. That's Cox. It's his second. Team first of the fourth quarter. Going to the line will be Lancaster, where he is 53% on the year. Today, he is 1 for 3 as he misses the first. Hedges and Bryson Neild coming back in. Malachi going to get a bit of a breather here as Blake Gantenbein will come in. I just want to put this in perspective. Malachi Smith has 22 of Riverton's 35 points. Second one is up, and it is good. Extends the lead back out to 13. And Aiden Kelly will look to be checking in. They are going to let him come in even though Riverton inbound. It looked like they just didn't sound the horn soon enough. So 6:06 to play. 13-point deficit. And Bo Anderson now will come in late and check in too. Riverton hits a 3 here, gets this down to 10 points. It could get very interesting, and they've got 4 different guys who will shoot it. Gantenbein, Anderson, Monroe, and Aiden Kelly, of course, will all shoot that shot. And they get it to Anderson. He's going to shoot it and airball it over on the right wing. They're going to give him a lot of fits about it. And on the fast break, they're going to lose control. Credit Bo Anderson getting back and forcing that to happen. Cox will now come out as Malachi Smith will come back in. Good crowd here, especially Saturday night crowd. I'm not sure if it's just slightly smaller than Riverton, so it seems that way, but a really good crowd for a Saturday afternoon game. A lot of places we go, like Evanston, great crowd on a Friday night, not good on a Saturday. Inbound to Malachi Smith to Aiden Kelly. Aiden Kelly for 3, way off target, but he did draw iron. So I guess that's not too far off. And looking to break, they get Lancaster and a foul by Bo Anderson. They'll send Lancaster to the line where he's 2 of 4. Anderson's 3rd. Anderson really with no choice there, quite frankly. It's either that or give up the 2 points, and at this point, make them earn it at the line. 5:22 to go. You're down 13. First one on the way. No good. Second one on its way. Good. Kid is his average. I'll give him that. Every 2 shots he's taken for 3 on the line, he's hit the second one. Back out to a 14-point game. Eric Smith coming in for Aiden Kelly. So it'll be Clay Sheets, Bo Anderson, Gantenbein, and the Smith brothers. Eric Smith hands it off to Bo Anderson on the far side, to Gantenbein on the right via pass. Inside, a beautiful cut and pass. Quarterback to Bo Anderson there. He puts up Bo Anderson now with 4. And we're back to a 12-point game. Bringing it up, driving in. They're going to kick it out to Neild. Now back up top to Lancaster. Brings it in, shoots from 15. Good. Beautiful little floater by Lancaster. He now has 12. Back out to a 14-point lead. 51-37. 3 on its way by Gantenbein, up and no good. Rebound is by Lancaster. He's going to try and take it all the way, and he's going to have it stripped, but they're going to keep it as he's trying to go up, and blocked by Malachi Smith. But Lancaster 15-footer, good. Lancaster on fire at this point. And I really don't, Star Valley people giving me a little evil eye for being excited by Malachi. I really don't care. I hate to say it that way. Your team leads by 16. Gantenbein with it. Has to pick it up, gets it to Eric Smith. Smith looking to pull in. Now he has to go to Bo Anderson. 3:58 left to go. It's a 16-point game, so. And to Clay Sheets to Gantenbein. A lot of time. And now Clay Sheets with the indoor cut. And Gantenbein finds him again, him for an assist. Sheets now with 5. 53-39. Up to Hedges. He had a 3-point look. I think his coach might have crawled off, pulled him off the floor. Inside to Cooper Lawson. Lawson dished it out. Now he'll get Hedges for a 3. No good. Rebound. Return spins good. And he's taken over here. has Lancaster for them, and it's 55-39. We've got timeout on the floor, 16-point game. Riverton just unable to claw back in, 3:22 to go here on 93.9 KTAK.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports. And welcome back to 93.9 KTAK and Wire Today Media. A reminder as we're getting towards the end of this game and the end of this timeout we're at the end of is that Tuesday night we will have Evanston on KTAK as they will be visiting Riverton. And then on Thursday, not on the schedule you have on your fridge, it's the makeup game from this past Saturday. It'll be in Rock Springs at 6 and 7:30, and Riverton is going to turn it over as they try and feed Malachi. Lancaster, who's just having himself a day, but he's going to lose control of it, try and save it, and he's going to turn it over. They get it up to Monroe. No, Hernandez, Hernandez drives in, and he's going to get fouled on the floor by number 3, I think. Yes, it is on Bryson Neal. That's his 4th. 2:56 to go, 55-39. Hernandez looking to inbound it, and he's going to have to call a timeout. We'll take it with him. He couldn't get it in. We'll be right back here on Wire Today, KTAK.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Inbound out of the timeout is Malachi Smith. He turns, puts it up, no good, but he's fouled and will go to the line. Be looking for point 23 and point 24 potentially if he hits the first one. Up and good. Of course, you know Malachi's going to be very cognizant of leaving it short because this student section here for the Braves gave him a lot of grief for the air ball. On good fun, of course. Second one up and good. 41-55, 2:50 to play. You'd expect that the Star Valley might at some point in time try and slow things down a bit. Just not want to get in a track meet here when you've got a game in hand and make it closer than it needs to be. Hedges out. Well, they'll try an open look at 3. In and out, no good. Blocked by Malachi Smith and rebound on the rebound attempt. Linford missed the rebound. It was a miss by Bryson Neal for 3. And on a fast break attempt, Riverton's going to turn it over, and Hedges is going to go coast to coast for his 9th point. And 57-41 with 2:12 to play. Star Valley has pretty much led from the outset. We had 2 ties early on. Malachi backs him down on the block and scores from 8 feet. Malachi having himself one well of a day. I know he'd rather have the victory. And going inside, putting up a shot is going to be Bryson Neal. No, it's going to be Shumway. But they're going to call a foul on Linford, a legal screen, so that'll reset that whole down 57-43. Minute 52. To his right, he's going to look to drive in now, puts it up, and they're going to say he was on the floor. He wanted the professional continuation. Foul is against Hedges. That's his first, team fourth. So we're going to see Erickson return as well as Lydiard. Inbound is to Malachi. Malachi from 15 feet backs in, does a little spin, puts it up. No good. Gets his own rebound, though. Puts it up and in. He now has 28 on the day, but that's 28 of 45. 57-45, 12-point game, and now Star Valley is kind of slowing it down. They do go to the post, looking to get on Ryan Cox, puts it up, no good. Eric Smith with the rebound after Linford's miss. Smith bringing it up. Minute 10 left to Malachi Smith for a three. Air ball. No, I was about to say, if he hits this, goodness. Because then all of a sudden it's interesting. 1 minute left in the ball game. I think it's just a little too late. And Malachi going to get a little bit of a frustration call against him, trying to steal it from Lydiard. And that is true. That's his first foul for a post guy to go that long. And Bo Anderson will come get him. So probably the last time we see Malachi, he'll finish with 28 on the day. Inside off the inbound to McClure. McClure puts it up, no good for Star Valley. Rebound with Riverton with 42 seconds left. They get it up quickly to Anderson. He drives in, puts it up. Oh, almost got in one. Bo Anderson has 4. Well, Clay Sheets, who's played, and that's nothing against Clay. Clay's a very good player, but he's played about 5-6 total minutes. He's the second leading scorer on the team tonight. That's a problem if you want to win. And Bo Anderson hits the first one, gets down to 11 with 39 seconds flat. Clay Sheets has come back in too. Second one on the way. I'm surprised Cox didn't get a lane violation. I thought he was a little early there, but no harm, no call. They get it down to a 10-point game. I anticipate that Star Valley might want to just hold on to this for the majority of it, but that's 10 points. That's a point every 3 seconds, and it's waning as the count goes down. They're going to drive in, and it's going to be stolen away by Riverton. Riverton gets it to Eric Smith with 20 seconds left. Eric Smith, long three, no good. Rebound is by Star Valley, and that's going to do it. They're going to hold up here. He is going to have to get past midway through, or the midway court, and he does so. And your final score, 57-47. Star Valley wins. When we return, it will be time for the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on WYO Today at 93.9 KTAK.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
And welcome to the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on 93.9 KTAK. We are joined by our Papa Murphy's player of the game. One, and Connor's going to try and get him on camera. He can't. Okay. One, Malachi Smith. Malachi finished with 28. Looks like you were consciously trying to post up tonight on the low block and get that spin move in. And they seemed unable to stop it. Just what was going through your head as you kind of realized, hey, this can be a really good night? It was a good night in the post. I know you'd probably trade it for a win. Things just kind of got on a run, and you were pretty much, quite frankly, the only guy who was able to hit a lot of shots and the only guy taking it. When you see that maybe the team's a little timid for that or it's just not falling, do you take that kind of as extra motivation for you to try and put them on your back? Yeah, well, absolutely, and it just was one of those games that occurred. You played great, both on. I don't even have a clue how many. I can only keep so many stats and do everything else, but at least 5+ blocks, at least 10+ boards. So put together a heck of a night. So is anybody, any schools in the area reached out to you yet? Coach loves to hear. Worry about that when it's time to worry about that. Of course, an interesting night where you had to drive 5 hours to play a game of basketball. You got Evanston coming up, and it's at home, so you'll be back with the natives and the friendlies, whatnot. So, what do you see as a team that y'all need to improve on before Evanston comes to town on Tuesday? All right, well, we want to thank our Papa, and don't run off, I got something for you. For the Papa Murphy's player of the game, we'll be right back here with Coach Sheets here on the Click It or Ticket postgame show right after this message.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
And welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show. We're joined by Coach Sheets. Coach Sheets, first let's talk about Malachi Smith. I mean, 28 points.
Yep.
I'm unable to keep up with rebounds, but I'm sure 10+, and I know 5+ blocks.
Yep. That's kind of we've coming into the year. We didn't
a lot of question marks, you know what I mean? Like, who's going to be able to step up? And, our bigs have been kind of a focal point, so we've gone to, that high-low offense where we're trying to get them the ball. Early on we didn't have a focal it wasn't our focus to get them the ball as much as we should have. And so that's on us as coaches. We should have had them better prepared early on. But, we kind of got in the games and we saw what we had. And then, so, I mean, credit to the other guys too, feeding him the ball and having spacing. He had a couple good passes out of it too when they would double him. And that's a big physical team. So it's not like you're doing that against somebody that doesn't, like, their athletes are on the court and you can see it. So that's an impressive game out of him. Very pleased with the boys. The one area I think they kind of got us is they just ran us off the court in transition. Our transition defense, we were a little tired. We didn't get back. And so I bet they had 20 points in transition. But again, pleased with how we did kind of in the half-court defense. But again, I think I'll have to watch the film, but I bet they had 20 or more in transition. So that was the difference for us, and that's something we need to work on and do a better job of.
Well, it seems like you've got about 6 or 7 guys who could step into that kind of secondary scorer role.
Yep.
And it seems like, correct me if I'm wrong, you've been experimenting with some lineup substitution patterns. Is that all in an effort to try and find one of them to step up and say, it's mine?
Well, and we see what they do in practice. Kind of part of our week is kind of a tryout for the boys. Who's going to step up in practice, and then we tell the JV guys it's a bonus because whoever is going to play their tail off in the JV game, that earns you time in the varsity game. So it's kind of hard for those seniors because they don't get to play JV, but that's just kind of how it is. It's like who plays hard during practice, who's there in the last game, who's there just kind of showing up. So it changes. I wish it was more intentional on my part. It's just we kind of watch them, and who's ever kind of having a good week or a good game, we just kind of let them play a little bit.
Talk about one of the things we saw towards the very end of the first half was a play twice by Blake Gantenbein on a cut, a back door from the side. Tell me a little bit about that, because we were sitting there going, it's open. It's wide open.
It was,
and perfectly thrown by the quarterback.
Sure. Yeah. No. When you get that back screen, he had a great pass on both those. So it's good to see that, and he's got some height, so he can kind of see over the defense a little bit. So when we get that back cut right to the basket, he did a great job making that pass.
Well, now we turn around. We've got Evanston on Tuesday. We've got the Rock Springs game that's supposed to be Saturday on Thursday.
Yep.
And then Ronta. What would you like to see in the short period of time between this game and when Evanston comes knocking? Because Evanston gets to do what we just did, which is drive a long way and play a game and then drive back.
Yep. So on Monday, that'll be, we get tomorrow off, kind of catch our breath, get our legs under us, and then practice on Monday. Evanston's very similar to this team. They aren't as deep as far as they don't have the depth that Star Valley has for a number of guys, but they're every bit as athletic and can really get after you. So it's going to be similar for us. Obviously they split with Star Valley. They won the first one, and then Star Valley beat them, just this week. But I'm excited to play those guys and see where we're at, but they're definitely one of the tougher teams on our side.
Well, and I'm going to let you give away we gave away player of the game, but we have a Gatorade contact just wanted to do the good sport. The person who, the bench cheerleader, the guy who lets everybody in it. I'm giving it to Bo Anderson probably about half a dozen times.
He's energetic.
He fits it. But I'm going to let you give it away. Who is your guy, maybe an unsung hero? It could be someone who just practices hard and plays with JV.
It is. So, Josiah Hernandez, I'll give it. I think he deserves it. He's that kid that shows up. We had that discussion this week with him specifically because he's like the best teammate. He
always
never
see
gets
a smile on his face.
He's always happy. He never gets frustrated with his teammates. But when he messes up, he's pretty rough on himself. And so I gave him that advice. I'm like, Josiah, you're the best teammate. And so when you mess up, treat yourself like you would one of your teammates. So I just love his attitude. He gets after it every day. He never, like you said, he's never not happy. He's just kind of ready to be there. So, we could pick a number of guys. So that's a hard one to put on a coach. But I feel like he's earned it lately. You bet. He's earned it lately.
It was purposeful simply because I keep coming back to Bo. Because tell me what it's like to have a guy who's 110 miles an hour every moment in every aspect of his life.
I should let him come do the girls' game with you, and then you could just get it up close and personal. He would love it. You know, he's kind of in the media side of things, and so we need to have him come be your color guy for the first time.
Have him. I don't have, I know Connor is known for the soliloquies and all, but absolutely.
We'll have him come up here. You'll be tired by the time he leaves. He moves so
I'm
much.
used to it because of him in baseball. I was calling that, and I'm around his mom, and he definitely and love her to death. He gets his energy from his mother. She's full of the energy too. So we want to thank Coach Bo Sheets. We'll let him get back because Toady Pass is awful. So we'll be right back.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
And welcome back to the Click Your Ticket postgame show. We already put our scorebook up, so I do apologize. Connor's reaching to grab our scorebook, so I can at least give you Riverton's boys real quick. Thank you. Of course, as we mentioned, 28 points for Malachi. Had himself a whale of a game. You don't get much better than he did there. And then it was bench points, actually, were the next two leading scorers. Bo Anderson with 6, Clay Sheets with 5. Eric Smith and Brandon Monroe each finished with 3, and Ryan Cox with 2. So Riverton needs to find that as they go more and more into the post, and I agree with Coach Sheets. Not that it matters. He's going to do what he's going to do. He knows more about basketball than I do. But get Malachi on the low block, and if then they can find somebody for that inside-out game, their version, if you will, of Lucas Engel to Tanner Johnson or Paxton. That version of it. If they can find that combo, this team can really improve very, very quickly. But we want to thank a couple of people here. We want to thank Leanne Anderson for getting the day started off on the board op. We also want to thank Kirk Baxter, who's taken over on the evening shift. He's going to be taking us off the air back at the mothership. But also for cameraman Connor, this has been Kevin Shields. We'll see you Tuesday night for Riverton versus Evanston here on WYO Today and KTAK.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at shoshonerose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!